celebrates the fact that Coventry is a place that provides sanctuary and hope to many that are fleeing war and persecution and are joining us in our journey of hope. But we shouldn't forget that the role of faith is not only about buildings. Faith is closely linked to how we treat each other. A person's faith is what makes that person. And it's impossible to separate faith and moral action. Our faiths tell us to love one another. Our faith tells us to care for one another. And our faiths tell us to live within our means. I must say that faith is rooted in us. For example, the first thing most people look for when they first arrive is their place of worship. And that example reflects my arrival. When I first arrived, the first place I went to in search of hope and human companionship was my local mosque in Hillfields. I'm pleased to say that faith communities, alongside our caring public sector and the vibrant voluntary sector in Coventry, play and continue to play an important role in welcoming migrants. But on the other hand, it's also important to acknowledge the positive impact of migration in our city. This event is just one example of how migrant communities have positively contributed to the cultural and economic life of the city. Coventry has always opened its doors to people from around the world. Coventry is a global city. Last year, the Coventry Refugee Centre supported people from 98 different countries. Coventry University has got 135 students from different countries. And the other day, someone was telling me that 90 languages are spoken in one of the smallest wards in our city. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to say that the world is now in Coventry. Archbishop, we are privileged to welcome you to Coventry on behalf of New Communities. We're delighted to have you here to share with us our celebrations at the Welcome Centre, which is one of the many faith organisations that contribute significantly not only to the life of the wider community, but also supports those within our communities that are most in need. Archbishop, you had an opportunity quickly to go around some of the stalls, and that is just one example of a small selection of the organisations and individuals working together in the city to make life better for people in Coventry. The talent on display, either through performances or exhibitions and stalls, reinforces the value of contributions being made by individuals from different communities over the 50 years. On behalf of New Communities and the Coventry Refugee and Migrant Centre, I would like to thank you and also acknowledge your relentless efforts in championing the role of migrants both in the UK and also around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, we've arranged this evening for the Archbishop to hear directly from some of the faith and community leaders who are working together to renew the hopes and aspirations of a new generation of Coventarians. As communities, we all know that we're facing tough economic times, and now is the time for us to work together for a better future and more hope. Archbishop, once again,